Now, let's get into it because we have some very important and emotional news to discuss regarding a legend in WWE, and also some trending drama around Chelsea Green that has shaken up social media this week. So earlier today, the wrestling world was hit with a shocking story involving referee Charles Robinson. For those of you who might not know, Robinson has been a part of WWE for decades and is one of the most respected referees in the history of professional wrestling. This morning, Robinson revealed that he had been bitten by a bat. Yes, you heard that right, a bat. The incident forced him into the emergency room where he spent hours getting treated. He revealed that doctors gave him 6 separate shots to prevent infection and keep him safe. Now, think about that for a second. Robinson is not a young rookie. He has been through so much in his career and his life. And now, on top of everything, he has to deal with something this strange and frightening. But in typical Charles Robinson fashion, even while in the ER he managed to keep a sense of humor. He posted a photo from his hospital bed, pulling a funny face and even joking about the bat that bit him. That's the type of personality Robinson has always shown. Toughness with a sense of positivity no matter what comes his way. The reactions from the wrestling community started pouring in immediately. WWE officials, superstars from Raw and SmackDown, NXT stars, and even veterans from other companies quickly jumped online to send their love and support. WWE General Manager Adam Pearce wrote a heartfelt message saying that Robinson inspired fans and wrestlers inside the ring for years, and now it was time for everyone to send him all the strength he needs in this new fight. Pearce's words really touched fans because they captured exactly how many people feel about Robinson. He is more than just a referee. He is someone who has been part of some of the most legendary matches in history. Chelsea Green also shared her emotional message, reminding everyone that wrestling is a family, and even though they compete against each other every week, in moments like this they all come together. Her words immediately went viral with fans praising her for the honesty and compassion in her message. The outpouring of support continued throughout the day with wrestlers like Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Chris Jericho, Renee Paquette, Maxine Dupree, and many others adding their love and well wishes for Robinson. Now, this is not the first time Charles Robinson has had to deal with scary moments recently. Just last month, Robinson was the official for Goldberg's retirement match against Gunther. That night ended up being one of the most talked about events in recent memory. Gunther retained the World Heavyweight Championship, but the match will also be remembered for what happened afterwards. Goldberg, frustrated after his retirement speech was cut off, accidentally speared Robinson in the chaos, cracking his rib. Goldberg later apologized publicly for the accident, admitting that he had already hurt Robinson before during their careers and that he truly respected him. He even called Robinson indestructible, which shows the amount of admiration Goldberg has for him. So when you put these two incidents together, first a rib injury from Goldberg's spear, and now a bat bite, you can see why fans and wrestlers are so concerned. Robinson has gone through more in a couple of months than many officials go through in years. But if anyone can come out of this stronger, it is Charles Robinson. His toughness, his positivity, and the love he is getting from the entire wrestling world prove that he is not alone in this fight. The WWE Universe is also sharing their personal stories about Robinson. Fans recall meeting him at events and how kind and approachable he was. Others are posting clips from historic matches he officiated, remembering how important his role was in those legendary moments. Younger talents in WWE are crediting Robinson for teaching them lessons behind the curtain, whether it was about timing, ring psychology, or simply advice on handling the difficult life of constant travel. Even people from outside WWE, former stars from other companies, took a moment to send messages, showing that respect for Robinson crosses company lines. This is what makes moments like these so powerful. Wrestling may be scripted entertainment, but the people behind it are a real family. Rivalries disappear when someone is in need, and everyone comes together. WWE is said to be keeping in close contact with Robinson and his family to make sure he gets all the medical care and support he needs. Backstage, there are even discussions about giving him a special tribute or acknowledgement on upcoming shows, possibly as soon as the next live event. For now though, everyone is simply waiting for more updates on his condition and sending positive thoughts his way. But while Robinson's story dominates the headlines, Chelsea Green herself has also been making waves for completely different reasons. Recently, Chelsea paid tribute to Hulk Hogan after his passing, sharing what his legacy meant to the wrestling world. But unfortunately, what should have been a respectful gesture turned into something ugly. Chelsea was flooded with hateful messages and even death threats over her post. Some people were upset with her tribute, bringing up the controversial side of Hogan's history, and instead of constructive conversation, they unleashed anger and vitriol on her. This backlash was so overwhelming that Chelsea decided to step away from social media for her own safety and mental health. In her message, she made it clear that she stands against racism, that her tribute was meant purely to acknowledge Hogan's influence on wrestling, and she apologized to anyone who may have taken it differently. But even with that, the hate did not stop. This whole situation shows just how toxic social media can become, even when someone is trying to be kind. It also shows the enormous pressure wrestlers are under, not only in the ring but also in how every word they say is judged under a microscope. On top of that, Chelsea was involved in a lighter but still frustrating situation on WWE SmackDown recently. During a backstage segment, she was humiliated when her face was shoved right into a birthday cake. The clip went viral as WWE replayed it multiple times, with fans laughing at her expense. Chelsea, being Chelsea, fired back on Twitter with her signature humor and sass, demanding justice. She used the hashtag #JusticeForChelsea and insisted that what happened to her was completely unfair. That response got fans rallying behind her, turning the embarrassing situation into another example of why she connects so well with audiences. Love her or hate her, Chelsea knows how to take whatever happens on television and turn it into buzz. That is one of the reasons she has become one of the most talked about stars on the roster. Chelsea also has history-making accomplishments to her name. She was the first ever WWE Women's United States Champion, and her reign lasted 132 days, making it the longest run with that title. She has led her faction, the Green Regime, alongside Piper Niven and Alba Fire, into some of the most chaotic matches in recent months. She has been right in the middle of the action at major events, including Evolution, and her involvement in the upcoming Clash in Paris pay-per-view remains a big talking point. No matter what happens to her, Chelsea finds a way to keep herself in the spotlight, and right now she has the wrestling world buzzing for multiple reasons, both inside and outside the ring. So between Charles Robinson's hospitalization and Chelsea Green's controversies, the wrestling community is once again reminded of how human everyone in this business really is. Behind the bright lights, the storylines, and the characters we see on TV, these are real people facing real challenges. Charles Robinson is battling through injuries and now a bizarre bat bite, but he has the strength of decades of experience and an entire industry rallying behind him. Chelsea Green is facing online hate and embarrassing moments, but she is showing resilience and confidence that prove she can handle anything thrown her way. And as fans, all we can do is support them, appreciate their contributions, and remember that wrestling is more than just entertainment. It is a family built on respect, loyalty, and unity in tough times. As we wait for more updates on Robinson's recovery and Chelsea's next steps, one thing is clear: both of them have the support of millions of fans worldwide, and that support, more than anything else, shows what makes this community so special. So keep Charles Robinson in your thoughts, continue supporting Chelsea Green, and remember that these stars give us their all every time they step into the spotlight. They deserve the same level of energy and love in return. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on updates like this. Drop a comment below with your thoughts on Robinson's situation and Chelsea's recent challenges. I'll be reading all your comments and can't wait to hear what you have to say. Stay safe, stay positive, and I'll see you all in the next one.